Hey traders, Todd here, tradinganalysis.com. We have an unclear situation in communications. I might not ever see this trade again. Why? Because I'm going for LASIK here in a couple hours. Get rid of these stupid glasses. Got you. Just kidding. Fun video title, I thought. But it's there's some interesting developments happening here in comms, and I do want to bring your attention to it here. So let's jump in. I did a report. We do this every week for members of Trading Analysis. The SIS report, which is the sector, industry, and stock report. And one thing that we're seeing here in comms, okay, we're looking at the monthly rotation on the left, which is going to be right here. Monthly is rotating out, and I would say down a little bit, which means losing momentum. Still in a leadership position, as is technology. So tech and comms are starting to lose some height, which is momentum, where consumer discretionary is starting to kind of pick up a little bit. That's a topic for another video. So focusing in on comms on the monthly, if we go over here to the weekly, look at what XLC has done. When you get a rotation down like this, that means we're losing momentum. And when you start to head over to the left, I guess on the screen it would be this way, backwards, you're losing relative strength. Now, if you combine that with what is going on with Google right now, Google just announced their new AI platform embedded in their phones, and there's widespread application. Google's ripping within communication, so it's causing sort of an unclear situation right now. So let's flip back and keep going along this theme here. Comms, and I'm showing you this is something normally reserved only for members, but we have 11% allocation in our sector rotation model. I did drop it by 3%. Okay, so we are still heavy, the communications relative to the S&P's 8.5%, but I did drop comms exposure a little bit. All right, so if we look at the rotation within communications, and then we'll jump into the chart of two main stocks we'll talk about right now, and I'm going to do a trade for you. We're looking at monthly on the left, weekly on the right. And what you're seeing here is Meta very far out and to the right, but again, starting to roll over, losing momentum. Netflix is hanging in like a rock star. And then Google/Alphabet is starting to lose momentum, not very far to the right. As we get over to the shorter time frame on the weekly, look what Meta and Alphabet are doing, Google. They're starting to head down here quite a bit. Meta's heading out, Alphabet's heading out. So those are two major comm stocks that are starting to move lower in the weekly, which would only further accelerate the hesitation and potentially, a rotation out here on the monthly, which I don't think is going to happen, but I think we have some uphill sledding here in the near term here in Meta, Alphabet. All right. So let's take a look at Meta to start. And I do want to do a trade here in Meta, but let me just show you Meta. It's in a position where we've been sideways in Meta since July. The Elliott wave position has us that we could be going into a significant bull run, which I do think is going to happen, but I'm not sure we're going to see it into the end of the year. We might have to wait for the first or second quarter of 2024. So I have the Meta position on. We hold it in our stock swing desk for our members at Trading Analysis. We have some good profits on it. It is starting to rally back, but as I mentioned, we're seeing a rotation out in Meta. And then the big one that I want to talk about, the other major market cap within communications, is Google. And if you look at the Google wave count, I'm focusing on this guy right here. So this is going to be the daily of Google. And we're looking at the 2023 rally in Google. And I'm just going to sort of handicap this for you. I know not all you guys know what's going on with Elliott wave, which is fine. And that's what we do. We like to break it down, make it simplify it for you, and basically tell you where we think it may go or may not go. If Google is going to really go based on this news, it's got some serious resistance to break through here up around the 138 region. And if that's the case, it has implications to go up to 150, 155, which may be the case, but I just am not seeing the urgency in the NASDAQ to continue to push higher here. So I'm thinking that Google might, despite this really good news and the gap up, Google might have a hard time breaking this. Remember, and keep in mind what I showed you, which is, that sector rotation on XLC COM. That's the most important thing. That's the best way for you guys to get clarity to figure out what stocks you want to trade and what stocks you don't want to trade. Your analysis has to start there. You can't just go, I'll just trade this stock or this stock. You have to know where it stands within relative to its sector and where that sector stands relative to the overall market. So, what you're doing on the rotation is really, really important, right? So, back to XLC. I just want to pull this together for you. Again, kind of rolling over on the monthly. Big old sharp reversal here on the weekly. And then, look at tech. Tech looks great. Tech's doing very well here in the weekly. Semi's starting to come back, but those comms are starting to concern me a little bit, as are the two biggest, Meta and Alphabet, two of the biggest there within XLC. So what I want to do in Meta is I kind of want to protect the position. I'm going to sell some near-term calls. Just to bring in a little premium, see if I can decrease my my cost basis a little bit. So we have the Fed next week. All right, we have the Fed next week, and only 8 days out. Trading 323. So I have 100 shares. I'm gonna go out to like a delta. I'm gonna go out to a delta 34. Trading for 315 to 320. See if I can pull in a little premium here, just to kind of get through this little bit of lack of clarity in communications, and see if I can go and execute that one for you. 320, should get it right away. Sold. Okay, that's that. All right, and then again, just wrapping up with Google again. Watch that, watch that that 138, 139. I think in this current market condition, Google might have a hard time breaking through there. So as I said, a little unclear in communications. Hopefully I'll be able to see communications in Google breaking, but if surgery doesn't go well, maybe I'll never see it again. All right, see you guys. Hope that helps. Take care. Hi, it's Todd from tradinganalysis.com. Thanks so much for watching. Listen, my team and I have so much to share with you in terms of our technical analysis, our fundamental analysis, portfolio management tactics, trading in and out, maybe options, sector rotation. Let us know what's most interesting to you. Maybe drop that in the comments section and we'll do our best to work it in. Also, consider clicking the subscribe button and the bell icon to be notified when we put out new videos. And finally, you can check us out at tradinganalysis.com if you'd like to see us manage our real portfolios in real time. Thanks again for watching.